I don't know. And 2.
1,000 and I don't know.
And a couple of other numbers and things and pauses here and there, and 1. And I was like, dang, this thing's taking long to count down. Alright, well, luxury meat warriors! Time for another sear. And as the description says, we're about to make chuck steak disappear. I got a nice thick slab. What I'm gonna do is prepare the pan with some bacons. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Yeah? Okay. And then after that, we're gonna take these nice thick beauties here. We're gonna go ahead and half it. That penne pasta that I just put in there is gonna be going. And for our cheeses, I'll go ahead and show you guys. Obviously, a natural must, Philadelphia. Secondly, some Italian 6 cheese blend. I just got back with a smoky Briette and also brought back a Muscota Mayhem Colby Jack. So we're going to be throwing those cheeses in there and the rest of this Gouda Parm cheese. And that's going to be our, let's see, 1, 2, 8, 9, our 10 cheese pasta. I was actually thinking about taking some peppers and putting them in here while the bacon goes ahead and renders. I feel like that would be a very good idea. A very fantastic idea. But before I do anything, I need to get some butter into those noodles. So I'm going to cut a slim shaving at about this much. And then just toss it right in there with the noodles. Okay. Now, time to get the bacon ready. So we're going to go ahead and take it out of the bag. From here, I'll just dump it. It's not a lot, but it's enough to render. I feel like the majority of it is fat, but oh well. That's going to be a good thing in the end.
Are you on live?
Yes, I am. How do you like being on live with me?
Cool.
Oh, we got 13 people inside right now. How are you all doing? Hey there, Raiden. How is your night going? Let me go ahead and make sure that I can see all. Live chat. Let's see. Live chat on. Live chat summary. Okay. Chat filters. All messages. All right. Yep. And Pumbaa Pig. Of course, you always gotta butter the noodles. Always, always, always. And this here is going to be the bacon for those pasta noodles, but it's also going to be the fat in which we sear these delicious chuck steaks that you guys can see off to the side right here. So we are going to be eating something good tonight. I was thinking about bacon wrapping one of these. However, since I have inspection here soon enough, I have to clean my oven, and I want to make sure that my oven is clean for that. Then maybe that same night, then I can get to oven baking something with bacon. I haven't had bacon wrapped anything in a while, so. Remember that bacon wrapped sirloin?
Yeah, it was delicious.
That was fantastic. What was what was that first thing that we did? Bacon wrapped.
It was just a roast with.
It was chuck roast, huh?
No, it was the ribeye. No, it was the tri-tip.
Oh yeah. That's right. It was a tri-tip. And then I had another smaller piece, no? Like left over from something else, and I made that for Papa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've been making a lot of different bacon wrapped items over the last few years. By far, I would say that the best one would probably be bacon wrapped dry aged brisket. The reason why is because it's not every day that you get that you have dry aged brisket. Even more so, it's not every day that you can actually dry age a ribeye. Dry age a brisket. So like the dry aged brisket flavor it's on a whole nother level. And I bet you anything, just give it a little while of me doing it here and there, and we're gonna have that as like a norm, kind of like how you have dry aged ribeye and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. I don't doubt it. I'm gonna make it a thing.
You're gonna make it a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a thing. I'm gonna make it a thing. All right, so now we'll go ahead and prepare this meat. Our bacon's going to be doing a good job of rendering there. Let's say hello to our unofficial sponsor, Bucked. When you got inspection due in 2 days, NPCs are texting you while you're trying to get your business paperwork done, and you got bank notifications showing up on one of your phones. What are you gonna do? Shit, you're gonna bring out that chuck steak and you're gonna chop that thing in half, and then you're gonna sear it and you're gonna love it. That's what. Ooh yeah. Oh. There's just something specific about the smell of chuck steak that I like. It's kind of like how tri-tip has that specific smell. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And that right there is what I love about meats. They each have their own little specific scent to them. And it's deliciousness like this that is the reason. Well, actually, it's one of the reasons of why I decided to hold off on a car for another month and go with that electric scooter. Well, being in a car is gonna make me want to go all sorts of different places too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's gonna be a distraction. So I see how like the various different things in life are having me kind of finish things up, you know, getting ready for new things. And I'm pretty sure that other people are feeling that same energy too. Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello to the newcomers. Good evening. We are taking this chuck steak and we're gonna go ahead and chop it in half. Gotta get my knife. And while our bacon renders over there and our noodles cook, we are going to go ahead and get into this. So the main thing that I am looking for here is to find where's the top and where's the bottom. And that is the way that it's sitting. So my direction of cutting is going to be here. Now I found that it's a whole lot easier for me to cut anything when I hold it all the way to the side. Gives me a nice compact surface from the meat itself. And as you can see, my knife is not very sharp, but if you can hold your meat in place, it's going to be a whole lot. That's funny.
Sorry. Continue. Continue with what you were saying.
You can still slice your meat even with a dull knife. All you have to do is make sure that your meat stays in position, and holding it with your tongs definitely allows for that to be done. Without having to butcher your meat too much. That's what she said too, huh? Okay, see? We got a good nice partition there down the middle. At this point, I'll just take one side. At this point, I'm just using the tip of my knife. I do gotta order that also. But you know what would be so satisfying?
What?
If I was to get my my electric scooter, start working with it, make money with it, and then buy that. You know what I mean? Because then, just by that notion, I would have invested in something that made me money, that allowed me to purchase something that's going to be an investment, that's going to make whatever it is that I'm doing better. There's nothing more fulfilling than that.
True.
I almost kind of lost myself there for a second too, but I brought it back. I
You almost lost your what?
almost lost where I was going with that, but
Death.
alrighty. So there's that. Now we need to go ahead and salt out. Oh, I totally forgot about this. Oh, okay, cool. Never mind. It actually fell onto a part that was highly fatty. Okay.
Like me.
Oh, bigness. I understand the feelings you have behind it, but I love you just as you are.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Why you do that for?
What?
That.
Do what?
What you said.
Why do I do that for?
Yeah.
Well, because I can only expect that whatever you do in life to make life better is going to be what you would find best as an option. So naturally, that would make a person better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like not just to whoever is onlooking, but to the person themselves that's making those changes and observations.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it can be said that if a person works on something that they don't like about themselves, that it would make them not just a better person overall, but it would also be a benefit for the people that hang around that person.
No, but you're saying that you still love me. And I'm saying why.
Because if you have goals and you start reaching those goals, that's even better.
So you'd be with me if I was 400 pounds? 500 pounds?
Well, if we were together and you went up to that, yeah. And
Really?
I would try to help you down, but I mean,
Yeah. I don't know what I would do. I don't know.
I'd be trying to convince you to turn back around, head the other way.
There can't be two of us that are fat. That's what I did.
Yeah, you know.
Either I'm losing weight or you're losing weight.
Well, I mean, to me, like, you know, you're perfect as you are, but if you actually reach whatever your target was, whether that's, you know, weight or mindset or looks or whatever, and it made you a better person like that too, so be it, you know.
So that's how you treat your partners.
That's how what?
Huh?
What did you say?
I forgot.
Bacon has to hurry.
No, leave him alone, Kevin. What were we talking about? I got distracted over here with the fucking kids. Did you hear me?
What'd you say?
I said, what were we talking about? Because I got distracted with the kids.
You were saying something about getting up to 600 pounds?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was saying, stay with me. I got that big.
And then, like, if it came to now, I would still be your friend, too.
I'm done. Well, yeah, it doesn't affect you.
But it wouldn't affect whatever relationship we have either.
Well, luckily, I ain't going to 600 pounds.
That's craziness. You know what's crazy too?
Look,
That bacon is almost done. Once that's done, I can go ahead and put it off to the side. And then the pasta, since it's done, is ready for the cheese. Right? While the cheeses melt, the steak is gonna get seared. By the time all of that happens, it's gonna be 30 minutes. By 40 minutes, I would have prepared and seared a steak with a side of pasta. Crazy, huh?
You're still on live?
Mm-hmm.
When do you get off?
When I'm done. Mm-hmm. I do gotta conversate more though. But you know what's one thing that I've been wanting to do?
What?
like get on with different people. You can invite people to your stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So like I guess something could be done with that. I think you could do the same thing in TikTok, no?
I think so. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but let me call you back.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.
A lot of people.
Good evening, luxury meat warriors here on TikTok. So we got some beautiful steaks lined up right here. They're ready for the flame. We got bacon that's rendering. That's going to be ready for this penne pasta that we have over here. The penne pasta is going to have some smoky brie that I got for $1.48 at grocery outlet. Some of this Italian style 6-cheese blend. Obviously, got to have the Philadelphia cream cheese in there. And we're also going to put these two cheeses. We have a Muscota Mayhem Colby and a Gouda Parmesan cheese. So this all together is going to have 5 different cheeses, and we're going to go ahead and have these nice chuck steaks. We'll see you guys afterwards. Good evening, luxury meat warriors here on TikTok. So we got some beautiful steaks lined up right here. They're ready for the flame. We got bacon that's rendering. That's going to be ready for this penne pasta that we have over here. The penne pasta is going to have some smoky brie that I got for $1.48 at grocery outlet. Some of this Italian style 6-cheese blend. Obviously, got to have the Philadelphia cream cheese in there. And we're also going to put these two cheeses. We have a Muscota Mayhem Colby and a Gouda Parmesan cheese. So this all together is going to have 5 different cheeses, and we're going to go ahead and have these nice chuck steaks. We'll see you guys afterwards. Good evening, luxury meat warriors here on TikTok. So Alrighty, so that's gathered and out of the way. Go ahead and put that here. We gotta get to searing these steaks. But we've also gotta get to turning on this very low. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and toss in our steaks. And this pan is screaming hot already, so those are gonna do very beautifully. All right, so I'll go ahead and show you guys what we got going on here. I know my stove is dirty and I'm about to clean it tonight, but we got some beautiful steaks going there. And then we have some cheeses that are going to be melting into our pasta. We got 2 other cheeses here that we're going to use, plus Philadelphia cream cheese and also some 6 cheese blend. So once our steaks are done, our pasta should be done as well. I would imagine that the pasta is going to be done before the steaks are fully rested, but the pasta won't be done before the steaks are done. So that's a good thing. So for now, what we're gonna do is, while we let these steaks sear and let the bacon rest, we're gonna go ahead and start cutting into our cheeses. So we already have the brie there. I need to go ahead and cut this into thinner slices. That way it melts faster than throwing it in little chunks. All right, perfect. That's done. Oh yeah. Unofficial sponsor, Bucked Up. All right, now for the Mascota Mayhem Jack. We're gonna go ahead and toss that in there as well. Okay, so all right, there we go. That's gonna be a lot easier. All right, 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. Let's see, is this gonna be good enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need another. We need another one. Or another 2, I'll say. Another 2. Okay. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and mix it. Because I got plenty of pasta water down there to make it saucy. Okay. So then we leave that to do what it does best there. Go ahead and do this here. There. This. There. And then we baste the steak real quick. Now we let the oils return back to where they were. We're going to go ahead and throw this bacon in here now too. Okay, now we can actually start seasoning our pasta too. Okay, so we're going to use some black pepper. Perfect. Pepper, organic coriander, so we might as well put it over the steaks too while we're at it. Okay, we need salt. And I don't put too much salt because, well, because it doesn't need that much salt. Alright. I think I used coriander. Yeah, because this one comes out a lot easier. Okay. Ginger. Okay. Now, this here. And we take our steaks and we flip them once more. So we take this. Alright, now we check back on our pasta. Cool, it's melting. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so now we six cheese and Philadelphia. Some simply go. Oh, fuck it, why not? We're gonna make this extra cheesy. Okay? My dog loves cheesy too. Okay. Put this top on real quick. Oh, that's a nice crust. That's a nice crust too. We're gonna be flipping those steaks real soon. We're gonna use the rest of this cream cheese. All right, time to flip the steaks. Oh my God. Those are some fantastic looking sears going on here. Look at that. Nice and translucent. Nice and crusty. And that's how it's done, guys. This one is going to be very, very juicy because here at this point, I'm just going to continuously baste it. Now it's time to get back to, well, actually, real quick. Can't say I'm going to do it and then not do it, so. Alright, so that's good. Now to mix our pasta. Okay. You know, I totally had forgotten also that you get different types of crust depending on the different types of fats that you use. So butter gives you a specific crust. Bacon grease gives you a specific crust. Beef tallow gives you a specific crust. And then even the differences between, let's say, a chuck steak fat and a tri-tip fat gives you a different crust. So it's very interesting to like understand and know that when it comes to steaks, they each have different crust levels or different ways in which they crust up. And what that effect is on the meat itself. Okay. So yeah, that's one of the things that I've learned over these last years. It's how different meats respond to different fats. Another drink from our what did I say before? I forgot. What I do know is that this is starting to melt beautifully. Oh yeah. That is a very cheesy pasta there. Yep. So we let that do what it does. We gotta go ahead and get ready for our cutting board. One more butter base. Oh, those are some mighty fine crusts. Okay, so now we're gonna let our steaks rest. But what I'm going to do is I am going to take a little bit of butter. A little sliver. And I am going to go ahead and place it in here as well. Then, next thing I'm going to do is take these peppers here and chop them up. I don't have my other board ready, so I'm going to have to use this. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put some of our balsamic vinegar so that our butter doesn't burn. Okay. And that's going to get our pan fond going there. We're going to go ahead and chop off the ends of our sweet peppers. Okay. And then with these ones, I think I'm just going to slice them thin, because after I'm going to take all of it and immersion blend it in a sauce. I don't need to have it for too long. I just need to have it for long enough for the oils to, you know what, that's right. I do need to turn it down a little bit. Down very low. Cool. And our cheese is looking very cheesy. Before I cut them all into like small little squares. At this point, I'm not really too worried about that, because, well, that immersion blender is going to grind it up fairly nicely. I'm just worried about getting these small enough or thin enough for them to release their juices, but also to soak up some of the butter and all of that. And then the cool thing is I'm going to add some neem chi to this, and I'm going to make Pepernero 2.0. And Pepernero 2.0 is going to be great. It's probably one of the best sauces that I've made. And that's an actual sauce. Or at least that could be considered an actual sauce. Okay, next, habanero. I think we're gonna do 2 of them for this one. I'm probably gonna regret this, but oh well. Yeah, I can still use them. Well, one of them, and let's see. Well, I guess as long as it's not moldy, it's fine, right? We'll go ahead and use them. Okay. We are going to go ahead and use them. So, I'm gonna cut here. Gotta cut here. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I'm gonna remember to wash my hands this time because last time I didn't, and I had a burning wang for hours. I was all scared that I was gonna like wipe and get my butthole too. That was scary. But luckily for me, none of that was the case. All right, so now 2 habanero peppers for 2.0. All right, YouTube, say hello to TikTok. TikTok, say hello to YouTube. I got both you guys on right now. And so what we got going on, oh, you know what? I better wash my hands. I was handling some of this habanero pepper. Last time I made that mistake of touching everything and screwing myself over. Not this time. Okay, so all of you guys, if you guys got anything to say, go ahead and say it, you know? We got some steaks resting right here. We got some pasta. I'm gonna go ahead and show TikTok. I know it's dirty. It's gonna be clean tonight. We got some pasta right here, which is ready for our steaks, which are over there. And in here we've got sweet red pepper, sweet orange pepper, and 2 habaneros inside of chuck steak fat, bacon grease, and butter. So these steaks are almost ready. We're forgetting one more thing. The Ningchi! Yes, Taiwan's hottest chili sauce. This is the bomb if you want to make a good sauce. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab me a spoon. And we're going to get this party started. I don't have very much left, but I think that a nice solid spoon is a good start. And then 2 good spoons is perfect for that. If you guys aren't making sauce with this, then what are y'all doing? Okay. We'll turn off that pasta. Actually, no, we're still gonna have it on, but very, very low. This, I need to turn this up higher. And then I'm gonna have to use my bowl here for the sauce. Okay. Alrighty. So how are you guys doing? Patricia, hello. Honeybrow, hello. Amy Tibbet, hello. Brian, hello. Stella, hello. Grace, hello. Tom Yee, hello. Sil, hello. Richard, hello. How are you guys doing tonight? So just to show you guys, got some good stuff going on. We have sweet red peppers, sweet orange peppers, and 2 habaneros, seeds and all. We got butter, bacon grease, and chuck steak fat. And in here, we got a nice cheesy pasta going. It's a penne rigata. And that's going to be dinner tonight for me and Papa, who is right there, just chilling. Hi, Mr. Pups. Yeah? You chilling? Yeah, you chilling around, Mr. Pups? Waiting for dinner? Yeah. Yep, he's waiting for dinner. He already knows. Whenever he smells that steak smell, he knows what's coming. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and cut right here to start off. Oh, hold on. Pretty sure Papa wouldn't like that. Hello. Hello, guys. So we're going to get started with cutting into the steak here. And we're going to see the product of our actions. So obviously, deliciousness. Gotta cut through this fat. Oh, that just had a nice little slice to it. Well, this one is a little bit further than medium rare, but that's fine. Yeah. That's fine though. Okay. I was aiming for juicy anyways, but I do have that sauce, and I am going to put it into my pasta. Yeah. So this one here is for Papa. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is almost done too. I wasn't expecting for it to be done almost that fast. However, I am glad that that's the case. Okay, so first things first, I am going to serve Papa his plate. I'm going to put meat first, then pasta after. And I'm not going to give him too much pasta because it's not very good for dogs to have pasta. I give it to him because he loves the cheesiness. He's a very cheese-oriented doggers. So I make sure, hold on, Mr. Pups. I'm going to give you a little bit of pasta too, okay? All right. There we go. And just to show you guys, Papa eats the thing that I do. And as you can see there, that's Papa's food. You got the steak and pasta. So there you go, Mr. Pups. All you. Mm-hmm. Yep. You can go after the steak first. It's okay. You can go. Enjoy, Papa. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yum, yum, huh? Yep. So turns out he's liking it. Perfect. Now, I need to go ahead and get myself ready. So, I'll go ahead and take this and start cutting into my steak. Thank you for those hearts. Okay, so that end is well done. And very, very crusty too. I'm gonna like that. And now as we get closer to the end point, we should start to see more of our classic medium rare. We're starting to see some more of that, yep. I definitely got to get a better knife. Yep. Yep, look at those fibers. I don't know what the hell that was, but apparently that was quick lunch over there on YouTube. All right, so I'm almost done with chopping this up. I'm good too because I am already ready to eat. However, I do know I gotta serve myself some pasta first. Look at that. You know what? I'm gonna move this stuff over here. That way I can put my plate down here. Move you guys this way. Serve myself a little bit more cheesy pasta. It has bacon inside here too, so that's what makes it even more delicious than normal. And then as for the meat, we'll go ahead and have it laid out just like this. You enjoyed it, pups? Well, I'm glad you did, Mr. Papa. Because right now, I'm about to forge some greatness. We are about to make an extremely spicy pepper nero sauce. I'll let that cool off for a second. Then I'm gonna put it inside this bowl. Then I put it on top. Yep, I'm gonna have a piece. Yes. Okay, so now I move this over here. There we go. I need to move this over here to this side because I have to take this. You enjoyed it, Mr. Pups? Yeah? All right, so now that we got that, we're gonna add a little bit of cumin, some sumac, some coriander, some ginger. That ginger is gonna spice it up a little bit. The black pepper is going to do the exact same. And this is how you know that he loved it. Good job, Papa. Yep. Papa ate it like an alligator, guys. Okay, so there's that, and then salt. Okay, and now that we're, some onion powder. Some garlic powder. This is also going to add a little bit to the spice. So we have garlic, ginger, adding to the spice. We got the sweet peppers, the habanero peppers, and then the Ningxi, Taiwan's hottest pepper sauce. So now we're gonna go ahead and use our immersion blender to go ahead and blend this bowl. All right, whatever. You know what? That's what I did last time. I remember now. Oh, yeah. Thank you for being so smart, brain. The last time, I got one of these. And I poured it in here. Because I was having this exact same problem. Ooh, that smells hot. Ooh. Okay, here we go. This is what I did last time. And I already got splashes all over you guys, so my bad. I'm over here dropping everything. That's what it looks like, guys. Cover up my plate over here. Okay. Now for a little bit of vinegar. Not too much. And this is the final step, guys. Okay, I need to get a spoon. I present to you guys Pepper Nero 2.0. And this one is made with 2 habaneros instead of just 1, like the original was. And so this one, apparently, is hotter. So we're going to go ahead and test it out with tonight's meal and see what it tastes like, how hot it is, and then we're going to compare it to tomorrow, where we can actually see the differences between a hot salsa, like it is right now, or a cold salsa after it's been in the fridge for a good few hours. I think what I'll do is I'll make some steak in the morning, maybe some steak and eggs. Okay, here we go. You know, oh, that's hot. Oh, I'm feeling it. It's not hot though, but it is hot. And I would imagine that it's gonna continue to burn for a little bit at least. But all right, here we go. We are pretty much done for now. We have our beautiful steak and pasta, which is still nice and hot. And we got our pepper nero sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here and get my desk ready to enjoy this meal. And then I'll bring you guys over here too. Okay. All right, and now to bring you guys along with me. So TikTok, I'll put you over here. YouTube, I'll put you over here. Alrighty. Perfect. Cool. Oh, wait. I need to turn you guys a little bit more this way. Maybe if I put this a little bit further this way, put you guys further back. Yeah, I think you guys are good right there. Perfect. So we have chuck steak and I think like 10 cheese pasta. I don't know. It's got six blended cheeses. It's got cream cheese. It's got Muscota Mayhem. It's got Gouda Parmesan and a smoky brie. And this also has bacon in it as well. I want to just go ahead and show you guys bacon bit. Oh, the mixture of cheeses is fantastic. Okay, and now for a piece of steak. We get 2 shavings. That's where it's at. Okay, so now we're gonna go with a mixture of the two. So something interesting that I'm noticing is there's a little bit of a synergy, not just in the flavors, since this all used basically the same seasonings for both the pasta and the meat. It gives it this old school vibe, like like an old farmhouse is the best way that I actually like describe it. It's got that like rustic barnyard type of flavor currency going on here, and I think big reason why is because of that Gouda Parm, but I think it's also that because of the chuck. Because when you really think about chuck for a steak cut, you think of it more as like on the lower end, you know? Unofficial sponsor, Bucked Up, I love you. Sponsor me, please. So this is the sauce that I just made right now. It's called Pepernero sauce. Has butter, Ning Chi, Taiwan's hottest chili sauce, golden balsamic vinegar, red sweet pepper, orange sweet pepper, 2 habaneros, cumin, onion powder, garlic powder, ancient fine sea salt, pepper, sumac, coriander, and ginger. And it's also mixed in with beef chuck fat and bacon grease. Yeah. That's a very, very long list, isn't it? But now we're going to go ahead and try it out with some pasta and some steak. Bam. Just like that. Then we're gonna put a nice little dollop of it. Oh, my stomach is probably not going to like me tonight. I mean, not tomorrow morning, but YOLO, you only live once, right? Mmm. 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 Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's where it's at. Oh, yes. Ooh, and those two habaneros were perfect for it. I kind of felt like in the first one, it wasn't like all that hot. Like, I mean, I guess I could put it at like the same level as, say, maybe like a habanero sauce. But like this one specifically is engineered more for flavor. But it's got that like small consistent burn. If that makes any sense to you guys. Like that background burn on the tip of your tongue, on the back, you know, around your uvula. Oh, this is fantastic. And this is actually really, really fantastic while it's hot like this. You know, fresh off the skillet. Here we go. Look at that. Yes. Oh, man. That is borderline gastronomic. This, yes. Yes. Let me see with the pasta, just the pasta alone. And then my sauce. By the way, guys, this sauce, I'm in the process of perfecting it. And I'm also in the process of getting my website up so I can get my store up. Tomorrow, I plan to go to the CDTFA to get my seller's permit. Then I need to get my health license. And then I'll be selling confit meats, dry aged meats, marinated meats, sauces. Oh, yes. Why do you gotta be so good? Why you gotta be so hot for? Oh, man. Oh. Oh, and the carbonation from that doesn't help one bit either. I'm gonna have to get me some water. The thing that sucks is that I don't have any cold water. So I'm just gonna have to deal with the burn. Oh, man. Yep. Got. Oh, excuse me. There's a pepper burp. Oh, yeah. That's how you know it's hot. I can't have enough of it, though. It's like that Black Eyed Peas song. Oh yeah. Oh, that's hot. You know what? Let me turn on my AC. Oh, snaps. Oh, that's hot. Yes. That's a perfect sauce for the Philosopher's Inferno. Oh, on that, guys. So, I need to sand down my cutting board. I need to condition my cutting board, and I have this specific conditioner right here for that. Then I gotta season Walter, and then we'll be ready for the Philosopher's Inferno. And it's gotta be done here within these next couple of days because this sauce is fantastic, and I'm gonna find a bottle for this. Whew, almost said it. Oh man, this thing's so hot it makes you want to cuss. Oh. Oh. As you guys can see, I'm sweating. That's how hot that sauce is. Just to give you guys a good look at it. Now this type of sauce too, you guys can basically marinate stuff with it. You guys can sear steak with it. Whatever it is that you guys are looking to do, you guys can do it with this sauce. It's fantastic. It's hot. It'll get your taste buds going and your sweat glands, especially your sweat glands. But you guys would like it nonetheless. I call it Pepernero. Well, this one, Pepernero 2.0. But to the market, it's going to be known as Pepernero. This one's not all too different than Orenaba. But the Orenaba sauce had pineapple and mango. The fermented version was fermented with garlic for 12 days. That one was fire. TikTok, I think you could find it in my bio if you go down in the videos. I think probably a little over a year ago that I did the first one. And YouTube, I believe you'll find it in there as well. Might be listed for March, April, maybe about between March and the May timeframe. So having this salsa here, or having this sauce here, it's a nice little anniversary for it. Ah, bro. That's fire. That is fire. Oh. It's hot. But it's fire. Why you gotta be so hot for? I already know my stomach's gonna be hurting in the morning. Yep. Looks like I'm going to be rising early. Or I might be hitting the bathroom tonight. I mean, I do got a lot of things to clean still for my inspection on Wednesday. Oh, excuse me. But it's okay. To me, if I get it out sooner rather than later, that works for me. This is fantastic. I'm gonna have to clean both of my screens off because I accidentally splashed some of the pepper onto it, so that's gonna be fun. But welcome all of you guys. Right now, I'm finishing off this plate of chuck steak, what I believe is a 10 cheese pasta, and my very own pepper sauce. I'll have the details for that sauce in the description. That way you guys can try it out for yourselves. Once I get my website and all of that up, you guys will have the ability to be able to purchase it. So there's that. I just realized something right now too. Much colder. I don't think the wind is still blowing. I got to take pupsters for a walk. So I'm just going to have to steel myself against it. You know? Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more. And then that's it. I got to save the rest for the Philosopher's Inferno. And do know that for right now, the Philosopher's Inferno is going to just start off with me. I don't even think I'll be hitting any of the sauces, though. I'm probably just going to have to spin just for the spin of it. But that's only because I've tried and I've asked ChatGPT questions. And they didn't really ask me very hard questions either. Every answer that I gave was actually rather non-narcissistic and essentially empathic. So, yeah, I'm probably just going to have to spin just for the hell of it. I have that on this phone here, but I do need to get a spinner. That way, when I do start spinning, then I can have multiple cameras catching it. And then at the same time, I don't have to depend on a specific camera or whatever, or phone to put the spinner on. I was kind of thinking of using my computer for the spinner too. You know? There's that option. There's that other phone over there. And that's another option. But who knows? We'll see how things go. Mm. Mm. Well, I think this was a perfect meal for Monday night. Definitely lived up to the weekday liturgy, which is odd because somehow that always happens. Obviously, guided by the Holy Spirit, and Jesus crust, and the steak father, probably even thermal bro. Right now, we're looking at completion bro, which is funny because this is the last bite to complete the meal. This other piece, I'm gonna give it to Papa as an extra treat. Mm. Mm. Ah, that sauce is fantastic. Mm-hmm. Pepper narrow, guys. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's already wrecking me on the inside. Oh, sauce you. Oh, the top of my head has got sweat like a mofo, guys. Look at this. Whew, that was hot. That was hot. I am not gonna lie. Pepper narrow. And now that I think about it, I actually have two sauces now that I can work with. Orenaba and pepper narrow. I wonder what would happen if I ferment this one. It's probably gonna get that like funky kind of sweet, smoky kind of spice to it, huh? I'm gonna try it. I've been wanting to make orenaba sauce, but I feel like I need to get the fermenting jars that are specific for that, just to make it easier so that I don't have to like consistently watch it. Although I will be checking it every day once I get those started. But if you guys are ready for sauces, they're going to be coming. Thank you, Lynn Caves, for being a longtime watcher and rising star in my live. You are fantastic. You are an awesome person, and I thank you for being here on this broadcast. I salute you as a veteran, but also as a luxury meat warrior. Thank you for your service. Oh, we got the God of Thunder. Hey there, Thor. Is Mjolnir here as well with you? And if not, where is that crazy hammer? Welcome, Unbreakable. Welcome, Rosita Roxas. Welcome, Apple user. How are you guys doing? I just finished a chuck steak and 10 cheese pasta and was showing the fans a new sauce that I made. It's called Pepper Nero, and it has 2 habaneros along with a red sweet pepper, and was it a red? Yeah, it was a red sweet pepper and an orange sweet pepper, or a yellow sweet pepper, one of those. I think it was a mixture of the two. And yeah, that's done. And what I'm going to do is here shortly, I'm going to pop on live once more. And I'm going to do a collective reading with my tarot cards. I'm going to be using the Pot Tarot. And I'm also going to be using 2 of the decks that I am in the process of creating. Those will also be out on the store as well once I finish those. And, I had to take a break from them because there was a couple of other things that I had to get going. And although I have an inspection here on Wednesday, and I only have tonight and tomorrow to finish cleaning, I still want to get a reading out to you guys. Collective reading, of course. So not all the things in the collective reading will hit, but I would imagine that each one of you will have a piece of something to take from it. I'm going to be doing it in my old school. See? Okay. I'm going to be doing them live when I do collective readings. But when I do the sign readings, I'm going to do 1 a week. Maybe. I might do 12 every 2 weeks, right? That seems a little bit more manageable. One every day. Or if I do 2 every day, then that'll push them out faster. But for those ones, I will be using astrology, numerology, tarot, and then I will also be using my own intuition. You guys should use yours as well. And I will also be using the astrology chart in the background. And I will also be incorporating physiomancy as well, which is a type of body divination that I'm coming up with and that I'm creating out of, thin air seemingly, I guess. But no, I think I'm being guided to create it. So that's going to be out in the works too. Also, once I get my teaching credentials, I will go ahead and be putting classes up for various different things on the website as well. First, the website has to be built. And within this next week, that's going to be done. Seller's permit, that's going to be nabbed tomorrow. And then payment systems and all that stuff, that's going to be here within the next week or 2. Oh, update for you guys. Since I have 50 subscribers actually I have 57 subscribers now on YouTube, I can actually go live, which is what I'm doing right now. But there is also the idea that I have a raffle that I'm going to be doing. So all of you guys here on TikTok, make sure to go and migrate on over to Luxury Meat Warriors on YouTube. Subscribe. And I'm going to enter all of you guys in for the Luxury Meat Warrior raffle. We're going to have some good stuff. I have to get in touch with a store out in Calexico. I'm going to be getting shirts made. And I want to see if maybe I can have ChatGPT come up with a logo, or at least a more rendered rendition of a logo that I already have, and see what we could do about making that the logo for the business. And then I'll have it on everything. Clothing and apparel, kitchen utensils, kitchen gear, and that includes things like aprons, oven mitts, utensils, whether it's forks, spoons, knives, cutting blades, cutting board, and things like that. Those are all going to be up on the website as well. There's going to be a lot of different stuff popping up very, very quickly. I don't even know how I'm going to keep track of it all, but, well, there's only one way to find out, right? And so that's what I'm going to be doing here within these next couple of weeks. You guys stay tuned. And I'm going to be popping on to either YouTube or TikTok. So make sure to go ahead and stay tuned on that. Check both of them just to make sure that if I have something here that I didn't put on here, that you guys see that. And I'm going to be dropping little hints here and there as to when I'll be doing the Luxury Meat Warrior raffle. And I was thinking that one of the prizes that I'm going to do is probably going to be, a small miniature grill. I feel like that's going to be one. Cast iron is going to be another one. And a Luxury Meat Warrior shirt or apparel of some kind is probably going to be the third place. I might enter a fourth place just to be able to get more free merchandise out to you guys. And so once I get to 100 subscribers, exact same thing. I'll hold another raffle. We'll hold some more stuff. And that way I can get some products pushed out to you guys. You guys can give me some reviews. Also, for those of you who like to do reviews and leave reviews on people's... hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, for those of you guys who are interested in reviewing things, once I have the manufacturers creating the products for me, then I'll go ahead and have you guys do your reviews and let me know what you guys like about them, what you thought of them, what could improve, things like that. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here right now. I will be back here probably within this next half hour. And that's to do a reading right here on this table. And then I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated as to when I'll be coming out with the sign videos. It'll probably be after Wednesday, or maybe it'll be on Wednesday. Like after I have my place cleaned and all of that, that I'll start popping out with all sorts of different videos. Try to push as many of them out as I can. They're going to be about 10 minutes long, so they're not going to be all that much. They're going to be in the TikTok format, the one where you have the green screen and you have the picture in the back. And that's going to be probably the best thing that I can do in terms of giving you guys the best information that I can. In terms of tarot, astrology, numerology, physiomancy, and all of that, while at the same time being able to draw cards and, be able to point to the various different things. Also, what I want to do is if I have my camera right here on this end, over here towards the front, behind me on this wall, what I want to do is I want to have a big astrology chart. And I'll have a stack of tarot cards that are made, either Velcro or something similar, stickies maybe, and I'll be able to stick it onto whatever sign that tarot card is. That way, while the camera is looking, you guys can see what tarot card is specifically in what sign, and then you guys can take that information and set it into your chart to see how that information pertains to your chart, to the house in which your sign sits in, and et cetera, So I'll just leave you guys with that for now. And I'll be back here soon enough after I take this little guy for a walk. And yeah, I'll go ahead and let you guys know more or less too when I'll be selling those tarot cards as well. So take care. Thank you for joining, guys. You guys stay meaty, stay beefy, and above all, steaks over mistakes, guys. Steaks over mistakes. All right. I'm out. Ciao.